Cool. How are you doing? It's been a busy day,
Um,
no?
oh my goodness, it's been so busy. I mean, like, I'm kind of stunned, which doesn't happen a lot.
Well, it's been happening a lot in the last week.
It has, right? I mean, who would have
Yeah,
thought? Um, but good stunned, not like, oh my God, things are going bad, like really good stuff. So,
definitely.
so I wanted to talk about how a lot of people are a bit worried and a bit skeptical about SAIAA and the local book hive, which is totally understandable. I totally get it because
Yes.
do they know us? Not really.
Yeah.
Have they heard of us before within regards to this? No. So I can understand the fear behind it. But the one thing I will say is that I will speak to anybody about this and they can look into all of our company information. They can look into who we are as people, and they'll see we're good people.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think that's the one thing we want to emphasize right off the bat is that it is absolutely our aim to be transparent and above board. And I'm very happy to have a chat with anybody who wants
Yeah,
to find out what our vision is. And we're not here to replace, you know, the companies that have disappointed our authors in the past. We're really here to step into a supportive role and see where we as authors, because we are indie authors ourselves,
yeah,
first and foremost, where we can
100%.
create a better path for authors to follow. So we don't necessarily want to step into the shoes of distributors,
Definitely
for
not.
instance,
No, I
but we
mean,
want to
and
make a new way to do this.
exactly. It's needing a change because the system is outdated. It doesn't work in the favor of authors or even readers,
Yeah.
to be fair, you know.
Yes.
Um, so this is just building something that is a ecosystem that is built on transparency, honesty, and looking out for an indie author.
Yes. No, that is 100% the aim. The aim
Yeah,
is to work together to make a better self-publishing industry.
exactly.
So,
I've, what, half an hour ago, I spoke to somebody and they were telling me how they are working with a certain company in Cape Town and they've spent, it works out to about 1,600 Rand on ISBNs that they're told that they have to pay for.
yeah, for a free
It's,
service.
if, I'm like, for one, you don't have to pay for your ISBNs, which is,
Yeah.
this is information that is lacking. So when people don't know about this, that's when they easily get pulled into the suction of, well, you need this, and actually you don't. You don't
Mm.
require to pay for these sources because they're free. The South African Library, National Library, gifts this to us, which is a miracle because there's nowhere else that I know that does this.
Yeah, as far as I know, we're the only country in the world that issues free ISBNs for our
Yeah.
books.
I was in shock when I found out that. I was like, "What? It's free? Really?" I mean, I
Yeah,
think it's like £50 for an ISBN overseas, and
sure.
$100 people are selling them at. And but when I speak to this woman, and I can hear the heartbreak, and I can hear it's taken them 5 months to even do this, to do an e-book, and I'm like, she's she's an older woman, and I know her
Yeah,
funds are not great. And that's what scares me. It scares me that people are being taken advantage of. So for us, this is why we are transparent, and this is why we're giving the information and we're letting people know that It's not okay. This should be a collective of trust, honesty, and right. I tried this and this worked better, or this worked better, and these people
Yeah,
I've worked with and they've been good, or this and this.
yeah,
It's heartbreaking, and it upsets me when I see how many people have been put through this. And I know how
yeah,
some of them are struggling so much that they can't put food on their table because they've gone and taken out loans to get
yeah,
things paid for. It breaks my heart.
yeah. No, it's really it's something that can't stay the way that it
Mm-mm.
is. It needs to
No,
change. And
exactly.
yeah, so you speak to people like that and you can absolutely understand why they're hesitant to follow someone new
Of course.
or allow
Of
someone
course.
new the trust of of doing stuff like this. And another thing is I don't think you and I purport to being experts in the industry either.
No, definitely
So
not.
we're learning along with,
Yeah.
I'm happy and excited to learn along with everybody else that's wanting to join SAIAA because we honestly we have some amazing authors that have been through the publishing journey, the self-publishing journey. We even have some traditionally published authors who are jumping on board
Yeah.
and wanting to do their skills share. So this is really it's a team effort for everyone to step forward, and I think
100%.
that's where we're set apart because we're not here to make money off anybody. We're here
No,
to
we
learn
are
and grow
here to make,
together.
exactly, we are here to make an industry better and
Yes.
more accountable, because when you put your heart and soul into writing something and then you're getting like nothing back for it or even debt for it,
Yeah.
and people aren't sharing information, it's like, what? Come on. It doesn't have to be a singular thing. This can be a proper team effort where everybody has got a voice.
Yes. Yes, and where we can stand as well against these companies that are exploiting authors the way they are. Someone needs to put
100%.
them back in their place, I think.
Definitely. You know, because, but this is the thing about big corporations, is that you're a number. They don't care about your lifestyle, what you're going through, what your mental health is, whatever's
Hmm.
going on in your life. They don't care. All they want is a quick turnover, a quick buck. And that's a
Yeah,
corporation, because the CEO doesn't know who the hell you are. They don't care who you are. You're paying their bank balance, and that's all that matters. And
yeah,
people have jumped on board to make these distribution companies and this and that and that. And the contracts people sign aren't worth anything. Um,
yeah,
so it's getting knowledge out for people to educate themselves with SAIAA
mhm,
so that they're not burnt, so that they're not taken
yeah,
advantage of. Because,
yeah,
come on, guys, South Africa's got enough going on, let alone having to have to fight for something like this.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's such a struggle to just get a book down on paper in the first place. Why do we have
Isn't
to
it?
like plow through everything else with blood, sweat, and tears when we can really help each other just simplify the process a little bit, tell you what's really needed, and where you
Yeah,
can focus on rather and yeah, like you say, just save these poor authors a little bit of money if we can. Honestly.
exactly. Um, and it's like I had someone ask me like 5 minutes before I came on this live, and they're like, "Do you support Afrikaans authors?" And I'm like, "Yes." You know,
Yeah,
we will, if you want to join it, yes, because you're South African. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are,
yeah,
what color you are, what language you speak. We're all together in this. We're all indie authors,
exactly.
you know,
Exactly. And
and
this everybody has the right to put their work out there.
yeah, it's all about being a unit that actually helps each other. And listen, I can understand people's concerns and worries. I get it. So you know what?
Yeah.
Don't join. Just watch what happens.
Yeah.
See what's going on. See what other people are telling or talking about. I
Yeah.
don't ever want to force someone to, come enjoy something, especially if they've got worries. But the difference is with us
Mm.
is that we're like, come and talk to us. We're being transparent. We are being honest and above board, and this is how it is, and this is what we're offering. And
Yeah.
that's all we can do, and it comes with time. Trust comes with time.
Yeah. And I mean, we're in it for the long haul, so
Yeah.
we have
This
time.
is about a
We'll give
legacy.
it back
This is
to
a
you. It's
legacy.
fine. Yes.
Exactly. This is
Yeah.
something that is not just for me, my family, your family. This is for every family who wants to do this. When you're
Yeah.
working those long hours in your normal job and then you're coming home and you're writing to the silly hours of the morning, or you're stressing over a word because it's not sounding right, or
Yeah.
trying to find someone who will draw beautiful work for you who's not going to bankrupt you,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. No, we want to, yeah, connect people with those that they need.
Yeah, exactly. We
So,
meet them where they are and they meet us where we are. And what we are trying to do is to make change.
yes. Yeah. And I think we're going to see some great things coming, and I'm so excited for the community that we're building. And
Yeah, me too.
I know I said this like 5 minutes ago, but to have these like thoroughly experienced authors step forward and be like, hey, I can bring something to the party. It's not like we can give them anything for this.
Yeah, that's the
This is
thing. They're
they're
volunteering.
doing this from their yeah, they're doing this from the goodness of their own hearts. But
Yeah,
they're on board with and they understand that there's such a need because they went through this as well. So, I
yeah,
mean, even for our authors who are still knee deep in the trenches of writing their very first draft of their first manuscript,
yeah,
there's up until the guys that have been at this for 10, 15, 20 years, there's a space for everybody within the community. And it's a
definitely.
judgment-free space as well. You know, like you say, meet
It's not
everybody where they're
clicky.
at.
It's not a clicky
Yeah,
space. It's an inclusive space,
yeah, yeah,
and we're all about just having good vibes across the board and we will not tolerate bullying, put it that way.
yeah,
That's just not going to happen in our space.
yeah,
We've dig and dug and written and researched so many things for this, for the
yeah,
people to have when they join, so they've got like a toolkit.
yeah. I mean, we were talking just also like 10 minutes before the live started about the whole thing about ISBNs.
Yeah.
Like it's something that I can't even remember how I stumbled across the National Library website, but that there's so many authors that don't realize that this is a free thing that they can do. It's it
Siobhan Balmer
it's
told me about it.
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Somebody must have told me about it, or I must have seen a TikTok video about it somewhere because I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
there's people that don't know.
I know. And well, you can see what
So
just happened to this lady,
yeah,
and it's beyond ridiculous saying, oh, you need a different ISBN for different countries. Like what? Excuse me?
yeah,
Like, if it's going through Amazon, you use your own ISBN. Then
yeah.
you have the ownership over it.
Yeah, because if
It's
you register your
insane.
ISBN through Amazon, then they register themselves as the
Yeah,
publisher of that book. So you then can't use their
exactly.
ISBN anywhere else.
And
And you know what
in,
I
in also,
discovered? This is just
well,
I saw this today. That just
okay,
this is just a little tidbit for our authors out there. That if you register your book on Amazon with your own ISBN, you get higher royalties from your book
yeah,
than if you register it with theirs.
yeah,
I didn't know that. I might go re-register all my books for you now.
exactly. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? It's about having the knowledge base and finding these little tidbits that are
Yeah.
going to help. You know,
Yeah.
it's because also if you are using another company's ISBN that they've given you, most of the time they've got terms that you can't go and use them. You put your books anywhere else.
Yeah.
So there's also
And
this.
it's
A lot of
very,
people will sign terms and conditions and not actually read what is in them. And
yeah.
then they will go and sign up to KU, and then they go and use some other company as well. KU finds out, and then you get kicked off of KU, and the other one's like, no, we're not having you. So
Yeah.
when we can get free ISBNs in South Africa, it's a
Yeah.
no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's going to be, I really think it's going to be revolutionary. Just the knowledge
100%.
database. That's just
Yeah.
unheard of almost.
Well, the thing
Can
is,
you imagine?
it's an archaic system that is trying to gatekeep everything and
Mm.
forcing you to go through certain channels because it's profitable for them. If they start giving out
Yeah.
knowledge, then they won't be needed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you'll see lots of people that talk about doing query letters and stuff, and for traditionally published things, and everyone's all about going trad, and it's like brilliant, but expect them to take over what your dream in a sense. You might get all the help
Yes.
in some things, but unless you are a really famous person or someone with a shed load of money, they're not going to invest in you as much as you think they will.
Yeah. And that was part of my major motivation of going indie was just being able to keep creative liberties over the work that I put
Exactly.
out.
Yeah. You have your vision in your head of what your cover looks like, what your feeling is, what the name of it is. That is something that's been embedded in you since you started writing it. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
when someone comes along then and says, well, no, actually, that's not going to happen, I don't think I could give that up. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think I'd have a lot of an argument with them because I'd be like, no, but I wrote this. And
Yeah.
I know how I want it portrayed. Where they're coming at it as well, this is a top 10 list at the moment, and you need to be like X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. I can look in there's space for those authors as well.
Of
If
course,
that's
100%
the
there is.
dream to go trad,
Yeah,
then we're all for
100%.
supporting that as well.
Definitely.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
the independent authors need help because we don't have any other guidance.
exactly. Where the trad will do get the help, they do get the guidance and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Where with us, it's like sink or swim or be scammed.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I don't know about you, but when I first started out and I was looking at like covers and stuff like that, and as soon as people knew you were writing a book or something, their price doubled.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
shouldn't be that
And
way, you know what I mean? It's like,
there's so
I
many people
understand the
as well,
time.
especially with yeah, no, but that's the worst part for me is a lot of these guys who approach you saying they can do your covers for you. They pop a prompt into AI and spits out a cover
Yeah,
5 minutes later, and then they
yeah,
charge you the earth for it as well. So it's not even their own art by their own
yeah,
hand that they're charging you for, which is something
yeah.
I can go do for myself if I wanted to.
Exactly. And the same as me. I
But
can do
hey,
that because I do art. But and even the woman I was speaking to earlier about the ISBNs, the company that she went through, they're like, no, we can't use your cover. And then they charge her like 2.5 grand to do a mediocre cover, which to me looks like AI.
yeah,
So it's
yes,
like, this is a company that you think is like, they've got a reputation, they really good across the board. So you're thinking you're putting your trust into them.
yeah,
And then it's still they're taking advantage, which drives me bonkers.
Yeah.
Everyone will realize with me, I hate it when people are taken advantage of, especially people I know and I care about, because it shouldn't be happening in this day and age. We've got enough going on, and we
Yeah.
should be looking out for each other.
Yeah. And especially vulnerable groups, you know.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is just to maintain the conversation, you know,
Yes,
for to
exactly.
be
And
open. And that's exactly our commitment is to be open. If you want to
yeah,
communicate about something, you have questions to ask, or there's doubts, or you're unsure about something, ask, you know, we're just normal people as well, but we're happy to chat.
exactly. You
And
know,
if that still doesn't convince you, just watch.
exactly. And that's all you can say. You know, it's like we have a cell number, we have emails, we have websites, we have the social media, so you can contact us however you like. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
so, and if you're still hesitant, then exactly that. Just watch, and you'll see what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I love this name here, Screaming Intern.
Yeah.
I think it's a brilliant
Welcome to
name.
the life.
I think it's such a good name. Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, we just got to keep on showing up, honest. Questions, ask the questions. If you want us to talk about something, send us what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, we do like to chat.
Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's been burned. We're all a bit more cautious, and that's
Yeah, it's
understandable.
understandable.
So we will
Absolutely.
just keep on coming in and showing up as we are. As you can see, we're not sitting here with makeup, hair done, and all of this. It's
Yeah.
real, live, and raw. You know what I mean? It's like this is us.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
I'm wearing my crown.
exactly. You know what I mean? This is me. This is who I am, and
Yeah.
I can't convince people. I don't want to convince people. I want people to get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. So I think it will come with time. But
Of
yeah,
course
the
it will.
encouragement is just there.
100%.
Reach out. Reach out.
Yeah.
We've got some very exciting things planned. It's not, it's, you know, it's about the resources and sharing the information, but we've got some amazing things planned that are designed to help indie authors
Oh,
be better authors.
I'm
So
so
there's some
excited.
amazing things in the pipeline. Yeah. No,
Beyond
some I.
excited for
Some
this.
I.
All right. Well, it's been lovely chatting to you.
Same. Have a
And
lovely
I was,
afternoon and weekend.
yeah, you too. Actually, I'll speak to you afterwards.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Take care, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Bye.